Hello everyone, this is Vienne and today I'm going to show you the basics of crochet. So we're going to start off with a chain and learn how to do a single crochet just to get you started. And what you're going to need is a crochet hook, and I recommend using at least 4 millimeters or above. I'm using a 5 millimeter today, and this one I got at Daiso for about $2 something, so it's really cheap if you have a Daiso around you. You can use any yarn you have. I know if you're just starting out, the Dollar Tree has yarn now, so you can just use that. This one is a thinner yarn. This is a DK weight that I have here, DK sport weight, and then this is a soft and shiny brand, and it's a category 4 yarn. So that's the yarn I have to show you, but I am using my scrap yarn. So this is an acrylic and is a category 4 yarn, so like a weight 4 yarn. And what that means is there's like 4 pliers, like 4 little, see that? So there's 4 of them in there, so that's why they call it that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. And to start off, we're going to make a slip knot, and how I do that is I will take my piece of yarn here, twist it over like a little pretzel, like that. So there's a little loop right there, and then I take the bottom of this and pull it through here, and I take my hook, just pull it through like that. So kind of like I make a little pretzel, take your hook and pull out the bottom of the yarn. We'll do that again. So you take your end here, you make a little twist over like that, and then this is your working yarn, so you just pull it through here, see that little pretzel, and then you put your hook through and you pull it, and it becomes a slip knot like that. Okay, and if you need to, just rewind and rewatch that. Different people hold their yarn differently, but how I like to hold mine, because I like my tension a little bit tight, I don't like my work to be loose, and so I wrap it around my pinky and then just pull it up here, and then I have it over my index finger, and with my middle finger I'm holding this right here, so it's easier for me to control and work with. So, and when you start, it's kind of hard because there's nothing for you to hold on to, but once you make enough chains, then you'll have something to grab onto. So how we're going to start is you're going to place your hook right here, the point of your hook away from you, and you're going to go around the yarn, and you're going to pull it through this chain that you have on your hook. So in order for you to do that, you got to take that pointy and turn it downwards towards your fingers like that. Okay, if you try to take it like that and just pull it through, it's not going to work. Okay, so you put the hook back up top, put it around that yarn, and then you pull it through here. See that? So that's 2. So yarn over, pull down, that's 3, yarn over, pull down, that's 4. So once you pull it through, you kind of pull this up a little bit so that it gives you some work room, because if you just pull it tight like this and you go through, you're gonna have a tough time pulling it through. So make sure you give yourself a little space right here for your hook to go through like that. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see your chains by these V that they form right here. So those are, each of those are chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're gonna go 2 more, 2, 4, 6, number 7, 8, 9, and 10. See, now you have something to hold on to your work, that you have something to hold on to instead of just this little piece of string right here. So for me, I'm gonna do 10 chains, and then we're gonna stop at 10, and you're gonna hold this 10 right here, and we're going to add 1 more extra chain for the turning chains. So you add 1 more and you hold it right there. Since you hold that loop right there, now we're gonna go to the next row. And in order for us to do that, we're going to skip that turning chain that you made. Okay, so we're going to go put our hook straight through that second away from the hook chain. So this one right here, you're going to put it through, and then you're going to chain over. You're going to pull it through. Now you have 2 chain on your hook. Okay, and you're going to yarn over again and pull through both of those chains. Okay, we're going to do that again. We're going to stick our hook through this next chain, yarn over, pull through, and you have 2 on your hook, yarn over to finish it to both of them. Okay, we'll do that one more time. Insert, yarn over, pull through, so there's 2 on there, yarn over, pull through 2. Do that again. My scissors kind of in my way. And then we're going to continue that all the way to the end, and I'll meet you at the last one. All right, so we're at the last one right here, and this is your last chain, and you're going to stick it through, yarn over, and then pull through 2. Okay, so you finish your first row. Congratulations. Then you can see all your chains right here is the V shape on top. You see that? So you should have 10. Even though we added one more earlier, that is the turning chain right here, which brings your project upwards. Okay, so for single crochet, you just do chain 1 to the next one, and you turn your work this way. And then for the second row, so this is your little V up here that you've created. So now we're going to make sure we go through both of those. Okay, so we go through both of those, yarn over, and you have 2, and then you pull it through again. So yarn over both, and yarn over, and you pull through 2. We'll do that one more time here. So you hook through both of those, yarn over, 2 on the hook, yarn over, and 2. And you just continue that all the way to the end. Okay, and then here's your last one. So it can get tricky right here. Sometimes people will miss this last one, and then their project just gets shorter and shorter. With this one, since it's a small one, you can count your stitches, but if you're working on like a blanket or a sweater, it's gonna be harder for you to count the stitches. And so you just gotta make sure that your project, you don't stop and miss this one, and then you chain up 1 right here. Then it's going to have that little extra, even though it looks like it's not extra, but then your project will kind of go in like this. Okay, so I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to put it back, and I make sure that I go through this last stitch right here. And when I first started, I made that mistake myself all the time, so it's just really easy to do that. Okay, then we're going to once again chain up 1, flip your work, and we'll start one more time right here. And you can continue to do this for as much as you need to for your practice, or as much as your project requires you to do it. And I'm just gonna do a couple more rows just so I have a good swatch. And I will meet you guys back to show you how to end your project. Okay, so I chain 1. Okay, so I'm finished with my swatch right here, and I'm at the last one. So I'm going to stick my hook through, yarn over, pull through 2, and how you're going to finish this off is you just chain 1, and then you pull your string out a little bit, and we're just going to cut it. And you pull the working yarn out, and then you pull this in, kind of hold it right here. It automatically ties it down. Okay, so now you have your first little swatch. Congratulations, you did your first crochet. I usually will recommend that you get a yarning needle, so it's like a needle with a little bigger hole at the end so you could thread your yarn through, but you probably don't have that, so we're just gonna stick our hook through like this and pull the yarn through. We're just gonna use our hook, and you can go into any of the spots you want just to pull it through. You could go down this way, you could go diagonal this way, but I just like to go this way and pull the yarn through. And then if you're working on like a bigger project, then I recommend you go sideways, down, and then back up so that it doesn't pull. So now I'm going to just stick my hook through here and pull it through like that. And then down here, gonna pull it through. See? So at this point, you can cut it off because it's just the swatch. But if I was doing a sweater, I would go along here, maybe down to here, and then back here. So like 3 times in opposite direction so that it doesn't pull. And then you need to do the same with this end right here. Pull that through, pull that through, and then pull it back this way, pull it back through here, and then you can cut it. And there you have it, your first little crochet of your single crochets. All right, be on the lookout for part 2 of this, and you'll be learning the half double crochet and also the double crochet. Thanks for watching.